a smiling moment. That was before you came. You're the one in a million. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one in a million. I see. You're the one in a million. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one in a million for me. All of the others were places to go to when I had nowhere to sleep.
I never made any promises to them, and they'd expect me to keep.
You're the one in a million. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one in a million. I see. You're the one in a million. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one in a million for me. You're the one in a million. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one in a million. I see. You're the one in a million. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one in a million for me. He came in this world loving you. He lay in a manger loving you. He was born a babe to die a man, sacrificed to fill a plan, and he went through his life loving you. He taught the gospel truth, loving you. He healed the lame and sick, loving you. And when they bound him free from sin, he was crucified by earthly men, and he went to the cross, loving you. To save the world forever, there is nothing he didn't give. It took Jesus Christ to show us what She thinks I still care. Just because I haunt the same old places where the memories of her linger everywhere. Just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be, she thinks I still care. And if she's happy thinking I still need her, then let that silly notion bring her cheer. Oh, how could she ever be so foolish? Tell me, where did she get such an idea? Just because I asked a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her then when all to be said, she thinks I still care. She thinks I still care. And she goes walking through my mind. I tried to drive away her memory, but each night it comes back to torture me. Once again, there she is, right on time. And she goes walking through my mind. She goes walking through my mind, tearing out a little each time. Her footsteps are getting louder all the time, and she goes walking through my mind. I tried to drown my thoughts in the wine, but a glass full of heartache's all I find. Once again, there she is, right on time, and she goes walking through my mind. She goes walking through my mind, tearing out a little each time. Her footsteps are getting louder all the time, and she goes walking through my mind. And she goes walking through my mind. When you're lying there in bed late at night and all alone,
with nothing on but the radio, listening to the Midnight Man, taking telephone requests, playing songs that you and I used to know. Do you ever think of me and all the nights that we wasted and can't get back again? But if we ever do, honey, I promise you I'll even love you better than I did then. When you go for a walk in the leaves when it's cold, or lay where it's warm in the sun, with time on your hands and memories on your mind, or a long sleepless night has just begun. Do you ever think of me and all the nights that we wasted and can't get back again? But if we ever do, honey, I promise you I'll even love you better than I did then. I'll even love you better than I did then. I'll even love you better than I did then. I'll even love you better than I did then. I'll even love you better than I did then. The longer I've known her, the more I can tell my darling's not happy with me. The longer I've known that I know her too well, the less love in her eyes I see. 'Cause she don't hold and kiss me like she did one time. I think my sweet baby's got leaving on her mind. The stronger I hold her, the farther apart my darling is growing from me. The danger of my darling breaking my heart is fast moving on me. 'Cause she don't hold and kiss me like she did one time. I think my sweet baby's got leaving on her mind. She don't hold and kiss me like she did one time. I think my sweet baby's got leaving on her mind. She don't hold and kiss me like she did one time. I think my sweet baby's got leaving on her mind. Dig a little deeper in the well, boys, dig a little deeper in the well. If you want a good cool drink of water, you gotta dig a little deeper in the well. Dig a little deeper in the well, boys, dig a little deeper in the well. If you want a good cool drink of water, you gotta dig a little deeper in the well. Daddy used to tell me, don't be fooled by what you see. If you wanna get to the heart of things, you gotta look way down deep.
Second place, don't get it, son. The winner gotta come in first.
There's nothing worse than taking a drink that leaves you with a thirst. Dig a little deeper in the well, boys, dig a little deeper in the well. If you want a good cool drink of water, you gotta dig a little deeper in the well.
A good man needs a good woman, she's a rock that'll make him strong. She'll be there to lean on when the whole world's done you wrong. There ain't nothing like good loving, that's how it's been with me.
Find yourself a good woman, son, like your mama's been to me.
Dig a little deeper in the well, boys, dig a little deeper in the well. If you want a good and cool drink of water, you gotta dig a little deeper in the well. That mighty river's flowing where the water's cool and sweet. Don't be fooled by a muddy stream, be careful where you drink. Life is what you make it, sometimes it's hard to tell.
If you want to find the promised land, dig a little deeper in the well.
Dig a little deeper in the well, boys, dig a little deeper in the well. If you want a good cool drink of water, you gotta dig a little deeper in the well. Dig a
diggling well, boys, diggling well. If you want to get a cool drink of water, you got to diggling well.
The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up and said goodbye like all the rest. But I heard him tell the warden just before they reached my cell, let my guitar play and friend do my request. Let him
Sing me back home the songs I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years.
let him
Sing me back home before I die.
I recall one Sunday morning, a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers, there's a song I'm on the sing. Won't you do it once before I move along? Won't you
Sing me back home the songs I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years.
let him sing?
Sing me back home before I die.
Let him
Sing me back home before I die. Dear sweet Jesus, take my soul, love and guide me and make me whole. Let me be an inspiration for the whole wide world to see. I want to sing your praises daily, feel your love all of my days. Dear sweet Jesus, take my soul, love and guide me and make me whole. In my daily troubled world, I am blinded into despair, and I take all that for granted, and I feel so lost and scared. When my heart is filled with glory, I know a better world is over there. When I know love and understanding, then I know I'll have no fear. Yes, a better world is waiting with you, Jesus, over there. I want to walk the streets of heaven, see my
to know your love forever and to be more than I am. So guide me daily till that hour when I see and understand. My love is waiting there. I want to know your love forever and to be more than I am. So guide me daily till that hour when I see and understand. So guide me daily till that hour when I see and understand.
And my boat and I are ready to set sail. If the weather keeps on holding and the wind is right, I'll be wrapped up in my sweet one's arms tonight. And we will sail away on the wings of love into the night, cast out our fortunes on the sea. Then we will go to sleep together with the rocking of the water, a dream of how our lives would someday be when she sails away with me. As the skiff across the waves, the sails are high and full, and my mind is on the one I wait to see. And I dream about an island somewhere in my mind, where someday I will take her off with me. And we will sail away on the wings of love into the night, cast out our fortunes on the sea. Then we will go to sleep together with the rocking of the water, a dream of how our lives will someday be when she sails away with me. Then a smile comes upon me as I look across the bow. I see a lady on the side, but she will wait no more as I head for the shore, 'cause tonight I'm gonna take her for a ride. And we will sail away on the wings of love into the night, cast out our fortunes on the sea. Then we will go to sleep together with the rocking of the water, a dream of how our lives will someday be when she sails away. We'll sail away on the wings of love into the night, cast out our fortunes on the sea. Then we will go to sleep together with the rocking of the water, a dream of how our lives will someday be when she sails away with me.
There's a little pine log cabin waiting down Welcome Valley. There's an open door, and when my Roman's o'er, I'm going back home. There's Mother daily praying, waiting for my homeward straying, to the little pine log cabin, nevermore to roam. I want to see the children playing by the weeping willow swaying, hear my mother softly praying while the mockingbird sing so sweetly. How my weary heart is yearning just to be again returning to the little pine log cabin in the land of my dreams. There's a little lamplight shining, there's a little trail a-winding, down a little valley to a little cabin, peaceful and still. Honeysuckle vines are growing, and I know I'll soon be going to the little pine log cabin at the foot of the hill. I want to see the children playing by the weeping willow swaying, hear my mother softly praying while the mockingbird sings so sweetly. How my weary heart is yearning just to be again returning to the little pine log cabin in the land of my dreams. She was called a scarlet woman by the people who would go to church but left me in the street. With no parents of my own, I never had a home, and an 18-year-old boy has got to eat. She found me outside one Sunday morning, begging money from a man I didn't know. She took me in and wiped away my childhood. A woman of the streets, this lady Rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I live in is the only kind of life I understand. She was a handsome woman, just 35, who was spoken to in town by very few. She managed a late evening business like most of the downwards they could do, and learned all the things that a man should know from a woman not approved of, I suppose. But she died knowing that I really loved her. From life's bramble bush I picked a rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I live in is the only kind of life I understand. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I live in is the only kind of life I understand.
Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, and he will answer by and by. Now when you feel a little prayer will turn, and you know a little fire is burning, you will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul. It bathed my heart in love and wrote my name above, and just a little talk with Jesus made me whole. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, and he will answer by and by. Now when you feel a little prayer will turn, and you know a little fire is burning, you will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. And fears, my eyes be filled with tears, but Jesus friend who watches day and night. I go to him in prayer, he knows my every care, and just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, and he will answer by and by. Now when you feel a little prayer wheel turning, and you know a little fire is burning, you will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, and he will answer by and by. Now when you feel a little prayer wheel turning, and you know a little fire is burning, you will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right.